Hello friends, now we will be doing an exercise that is, I told you now, passive voice, the past perfect tense passive voice. Remember, yes or no questions, WH questions and statements. When you find that any sentence is difficult, it can be question as yes or no question, then change that into a statement. Then afterwards you do step by step. Alright, so let's begin. They had painted the wall. The answer is the wall had been painted. Painted by them. That is understood. But it is non-specific, so we can omit it. He, she, all the pronouns we can omit. Because pronouns are not specific. But if you say painted by a particular person, say Prasad or Ashok, then you have to write it. Otherwise, you can omit or leave out all the pronouns. Okay. And then what had he drawn? What will be the passive? Can you look at this and do that? What had he drawn? What had he drawn? How will you do that? Okay, let's do step by step. What had he drawn? So that means he had drawn something. And now something had been drawn by him. Isn't it? Now, yes or no question? Something had been drawn by him. And then had something been drawn by him. See? Instead of something, what? So you have to bring it to the beginning. What had been drawn by him? Or what had been drawn? You can stop it here. What had he drawn? What had been drawn? By him. If you want to clarify, you can say by him. What had he done? What had been drawn by him? What had been drawn by him? What had been? So what had he done? What had been drawn by him? Is that clear? Yes, very good. Next. Let us see the next one. So the passive is what? What had been drawn? What had been drawn? By him, if you want, you can omit. By him. Because that is not specific. If it is a person, then okay. How had you built it? Can you do it without the steps? How had he built it? How had you built it? Sorry, next one, third is who had pulled the chain? By whom? By whom had the chain been pulled? See that? By whom have the chain been pulled? You want to do step by step. Okay. So who had pulled the chain? Who had pulled the chain? Okay. Instead of who, he had pulled the chain. Alright. Now you can see the chain had been pulled by him. By him will be by whom. So by whom By whom had the chain here, the chain been pulled. See that? By whom had the chain been pulled? By whom had the chain been pulled? Did you see that? Simple. Yes. Very good. And now, you have another. Next one is, how had you built it? How had you built it? How it had been built. How had it been built? So that is the answer. How had it been built? Step K. So how had you built it? Isn't it? How had you built it? So it had been built by you. How? So bring how here. Should be how had it been built. So because you don't, as I am just reminding you, a pronoun you need not mention, because pronoun is not anything specific. That is why. Yes. How had it been built? Yes. Clear? Yes. Step by step, then it becomes easy. And our next one is, had he carried water? It's very simple. Water had water been carried by him? Had water been carried? Had water been carried? It's very simple. You have to change it. He had carried water. Water had been carried by him. Had water been carried? That's simple as. Had she sung a song? The same thing. Yes, had a song been sung by her? By her, not necessary. If you want, you can write it. It's not a mistake. He had spent much money. Much money had been spent. Much money had been spent. Oh, sorry, no question statement. They had wasted a lot, they had wasted a lot of time. A lot of time had been wasted. A lot of time had been wasted. Next, had you seen him? Had you seen him? Had he been seen by you? Had he been seen by you? By you, not like her. And then you have next one is 10. She had thrown it away. It had been thrown away. They had thrown it away. She had thrown it away. It had been thrown away by somebody. That is by Canada. Alright, some people had known that. That had been known. That had been known. That had been known by some people. Okay. And next, who had done it? You have similar thing had done. By whom had it been done? By whom had it been done? Similar one we saw now. Here there is another. By whom had the chain been pulled? By whom had it been done? Yes, very good. Who had done it? They had played cards. cards had been played by them, not necessary. Cards had been played. If you want, you can buy them. Yes. In this case, if you want to specify, you can buy them. Okay. When had they served food? When food had been served. When had food been served? When had food been served? He had given a book to his friend. His friend was given, or a book had been given to his friend. Or his friend was given a book by him. This is better here because personal object here is indirect object. So sometimes it is better to start, depends, better to start with the direct object. Clear? Now you want step by step when? Okay? Alright, I will do that. Or any of these sentence, any one of these. So when had they served food? Okay, when had they served food? So this. Now you can say they had, sentence will be they had served food when. Okay, food comes here and food had been served by them. By them when. Then comes first here. When had food been served? So when had food been served? So here we can see why we have changed. Why have we changed the here food had, but when had food? Question. And when you make yes or no question, WH question, immediately after the question word, first part of the verb should come. So the same thing you are doing here also. I think now that's clear. Now what is left in this tense is the use. The use of the past perfect tense. Very important tense. All the tenses are important because in our life we have to locate the actions different time. If it is a general action, simple present. If it is an action continuing at the time of speaking, then is this present continuous. If if an action is just completed, then it is present perfect. If an action continued for some time and just completed, that is present perfect continuous. If an action is prior to speaking, that is simple past. Prior to speaking and continuing for some time, that is past continuous. Then, now what are we going to do with the perfect tense? We will see tomorrow. Okay? So till then, bye.